Handcock, over to you, sir. Thank you for being with us.
Appreciate it, Mr. Gonzalez. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know how we do it, man. Mr. Gonzalez didn't say enough about himself, but I got your Cash App, sir, so I'll be sending you that money for that intro here shortly, right after this call. But hey, good. Thanks again, sir, so much for the opportunity. Greatly appreciated and humbled for the opportunity. Michel Handcock out of the Jacksonville, North Carolina area, regional director, as Mr. Daniel Gonzalez said, and also one of the Young Pro Council members here within Legal Shield. Just super excited. And best 3 tips that I have for you all for a 90-day run: commit, commit, and commit. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Commit, commit, and commit. I mean, you all got 3 tips a day for a 90-day run. I don't know how much more information you all need to figure out what it takes to become or to have a successful 90-day run. But let me just paint this picture and give you all a quick story. 5 years ago, when I got started with Legal Shield, I was so broke I couldn't afford to buy my wife a $1 menu fry. And when we would go grocery shopping, we would have to calculate how much our groceries were with the taxes to decide what we actually needed and what we can go without. So that way, when we got up to the register to swipe my wife's card, it did not say declined. And about 2.5 years or so into my tenure with Legal Shield, I did not believe in myself. I was making money with Legal Shield. And I was making decent money. I was averaging about an extra $1,000 a month. I just did not believe in myself personally when it came to Legal Shield. And I'll tell you all what happened. I hit rock bottom. And by rock bottom, I mean rock bottom to the point where I actually got processed because I owed back child support. Not that I wasn't paying. My child support order had gotten doubled without me knowing, without my knowledge. So I was only paying half child support for about 3 years. And as I sat in the holding cell while they were doing the intake and processing me, I said, you know what, God, if you get me out of here without any harm done, I will build this business to the best of my ability and I will run as hard as I possibly can. Long story short, about 15 minutes later, I get a knock on the door. They open up the cell. They said, Mr. Handcock, you made bail. I had no idea where the bail money came from. It just said that you had made bail. And I was on my way out the door. But when I got out, everything changed as far as my perspective when it came to what I had in my grasp. So I put my head down. I said, you know what? I'm going to build it as much as I possibly can. I put my head down and I leaned in. And so what I'm encouraging you all to do today is take this quote and run with this quote and understand that your dreams are possible. And the quote simply says this, and the quote is coming out of the Motivation Manifesto for those that have not read it. The quote says, "Let us believe faithfully that our dreams are worthy of any struggle and that it is our time to free ourselves and rise to glory." Again, that quote says, "Let us believe faithfully that our dreams are worthy of any struggle and that it is our time to free ourselves and rise up to glory." And again, that quote is coming out of the Motivation Manifesto by Brendan Burchard. And it also, you can find a deck of cards to go with it to pull certain quotes out of the book. But let me explain to you all what commitment looks like. And I can only go off of personal experience. When I got home that night, I told my wife, I'm committing to this and I'm going to build this. My wife said, you don't have a choice. You put too much time into this. And if you stop this business now, we're done. So my wife didn't give me a choice. I didn't give myself any choice. But when I leaned in, I stopped thinking about what people were saying about what it was that I was doing. I stopped thinking about what people thought about what I was doing. I stopped thinking about what people thought about me. Behind my green screen here up on my vision wall, I don't have a vision board. A board is too small for our dreams. We need to stop with the vision boards and we need to create vision walls or create a vision room. But a part of my vision wall is I have a whiteboard with no's on it. My goal every single month, I stopped searching for yeses. The yeses are going to come regardless. I started looking for more no's. And when you look for more no's, the yeses begin to come in floods. So my goal every month is to fill up 100 no's every single month. So if you all have not read Go for No, I highly encourage you read Go for No. Break out of your comfort zone. Turn no into your yeses. And when you turn no's into your yeses, here's what happens. You'll start to notice that the yeses start to come a lot easier because you're no longer looking for them. You're not hunting for them. I was always told when it came to my Legal Shield career, it's better to be pursued than to be the pursuer. It's better to be chased than to be the chaser. So when I started searching for no's, my business changed dramatically. And by change dramatically, I mean, I started receiving packages in the mail from Legal Shield, not knowing where the packages were coming from, but Legal Shield does competitions. And those small wins, by just doing 2 a day, I was averaging at that time, I was averaging about 67 three-ways a month, 3-way phone calls a month. But by just making sure I said, you know what, I'm going to do my 2 a day, but I'm going to go until I can't go anymore. What happened was the success started to roll in. And when I started to see my name getting announced on the leadership show, I started to see my name popping up on the boards for the top recruiters and the top producers for the state. Things began to change. I started to realize, you know what? Success isn't as bad as I thought it was. I was afraid of success. I was afraid of committing because I was afraid the success would change me. And then I started to realize that the success only made me more of who I was, which was a great leader, which is a great servant, which was a person that was dedicated to the cause of Legal Shield. And so by going after the no's, what you tend to see is that all of a sudden you start looking for no's, and then it's hard for people to tell you no. When you shift your mindset from yes to no and you start searching for no's, it gets pretty hard for people to tell you no. They will say not right now, or they'll say give me a call back in a month, but they will not tell you no. In your mindset, you're thinking, man, I just want you to tell me no so I can put this X on the board, and they won't do it. So start shifting your mindset. Stop looking for the yeses and start searching for the no's. Turn no into a game. Give yourself a goal. Hey, if I get X amount of no's today, I'm going to treat myself to this. If I get X amount of no's this week, I'm going to treat my family to this. And what happens is when you dedicate that much, and start looking for the no's, and your no's turn into a yes, here's what happens. Next thing you know, your family will start to see the shift in your mental mindset when it comes to you building this business. I didn't have this desk when I started going for the no's, but when my mother-in-law came to town, she said, man, he's working all of the time. He doesn't have any space. He needs some space with the amount of work that he's doing. So she went out and brought me a $400 desk for me to work at. You see, then it turned around into, now, you know, it turned around. I have friends that I've spoken my goals to. You got to let your goals know. You got to tell people what your goals are. As I begin to tell my friends what my goals are, my friends begin to hold me accountable. Hey, have you hit that $10,000 a month mark yet? Nope, but I'll tell you where I am. Okay, well, how close are you to your goal? And when they started dedicating to me hitting my goals, they started, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? Hey, I got somebody that you might want to talk to. Hey, I have this person that really needs your service and they're really interested because it's helped me out so much. And then what happens is, next thing you know, everybody is depending on you to hit these goals. It's easy for us to let ourselves down, but when we have other people riding on these goals, it makes it a lot harder for you to quit on these goals because people are depending on you. I have friends that have started purchasing motivational quotes for me to put up on my wall. I have friends that started purchasing books for me. People started sending me books. And next thing you know, referrals started to come in like the world was about to end. There was 2 solid months. There were 2 months in Legal Shield. And I say this as I get ready to close. There were 2 months in Legal Shield during 2020. There were 2 months that I did not do any prospecting. And I averaged about $3,700 a month because of the referrals that were coming in. Just because of the referrals that was coming in. So I didn't have to go out and prospect. I just had to wake up every single morning and make sure people knew that I was alive and that I was working on my goals. The referrals started to come in. And I say this jokingly, but I am dead serious. As you get finished doing your presentations, we need to start asking, where your mama and them at? Where your mama and them? Because everybody needs to see this service. Where your mama and them at? So commit. Those are the 3 tips that I have when it comes to completing a successful 90-day run. Drop the TV. Stop watching TV. Drop the sports. We all have cell phones. We can get sports updates. We don't need to watch that stuff. The biggest things that are going to happen are going to be on replay. Catch the replay later. Those individuals are living out their dreams, and we are fighting for our dreams to come to pass. So drop the TV, drop any of the other extracurricular activities that are not doing anything. And before you do anything, always ask yourself this question. And this comes out of the Coach Farbell's book, Born to Rule, the CEO book by Coach Farbell. Is what I am about to do going to take me closer to my goals or further away from them? Is what I am about to do going to take me closer to my goals or further away from them? And the last quote that I have for you all before I end, John Gardner, God rest his soul, phenomenal gentleman. I found his card on my desk that I did not have when I first got his business card. And the very first thing it made me think about as I was building up my board, my goal to 100K is I'm not thinking big enough because I just had $50,000 on my board. So I said, you know what? I'm not thinking big enough. I turned it to 100K. My goal is to personally do $100,000 in sales and commissions every single year, personally. So that's my goal. And by creating that goal, I understand that because I am creating a successful environment, a synergistic environment, an environment that is born to win, that the people that are looking to win will come and find me by creating that one environment. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, thank you all so much for listening to me flap my gums. My name is Michel Handcock. Hopefully my story about believing in yourself inspired you to continue on and to commit to the decision that you are worthy of the success. So with that being said, Michel Handcock, Young Pro Council member, I love you all. God bless. Much success to you all. I see you all at the top because the bottom is just way too crowded. Back over to you, Mr. Gonzalez.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my man, for being with us and sharing the love and bringing the fire, man. Hey, I tell you what, folks, I definitely appreciate everything you brought to the table this morning. Look, if you appreciate everything the gentleman did share with us, let him know. Let's let him know, Florida. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great job, sir. Great job. Woo-hoo.
Great job, sir. Thank you.
Incredible.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Hancock. Good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Great job, Mr. Hancock.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, again, thank you so much for spending the time with us this morning, folks. Hey, it's going to be a big weekend this weekend here in Florida. Don't let the fact that it's a weekend stop you from doing your business. Like Mr. Hancock said, commit, commit, commit. Set a goal today, double it, triple it, right? Make sure that you're hitting all your numbers. Make goals for Saturday and Sunday too. I know we're not getting together, but it's still a 90-day run, right? It's still a 90-day run. There's still people to see, things to do, people to protect, right? So without any further ado, guys, God bless you all. We love you. Have a phenomenal day. Let's rock. Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.